with me when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool. Doers and keepers of his word. Take your neighbor by the hand, look at him in the eye. If they don't want to look at you, get away from them. They can't be trusted. Say, neighbor, with our prayer and the Spirit's leading, what it feels like to wait. Waiting on prayers to be answered. Waiting on doors to be opened, waiting on the pain to subside, waiting on God at the Bethesda pool. And gathered around this pool are people who are impotent, people who are blind, halt, withered, and broken. In fact, can you imagine the atmosphere at this pool of Bethesda? There are some folk who are crying over here. There are some folk who's frustrated over here. There's some folk who's begging over there. There's people who's angry over here. And there's some people who's dealing with hopelessness over there. Can you just hear the atmosphere as people who are gathered in this pool of Bethesda with insurmountable problems on top of problems, but they have no power to change their situation? Am I talking to anybody in the house? You've been dealing with life's ups and downs, and you've been tossed to and fro, and you've been almost level to the ground, and you're wondering, when is my change going to come? Well, I come by here to testify today, baby, that God is not a respecter of any person. If you just learn how to lean and depend on the Lord, if you learn how to just start counting your blessings, you may not have what you feel you ought to have, but thank God you have what you have, and what you have is enough to tell God, thank you for what I do have. The Bible says that these people, they are powerless to change their situation. They are trapped in their condition. And the Bible identifies that among these weak, impotent folk is a man who's been dealing with his insurmountable problem for 38 long years. 38 years. This man woke up to the same problem. 38 years. He woke up and he had to deal with the same old pain. 38 years of watching everybody else get their change and their miracle. 38 years as he had missed opportunities. 38 years of the same old excuses. 38 years of dealing with the same old frustration. In fact, the Bible says in Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 14, it identifies that it was the children of Israel who had wandered in the wilderness for 38 long years.